Hey everyone, it's that time of the year again. New Year's resolutions. We've all been there, setting big goals and making promises to ourselves, but somehow, by mid-February, it just fades away. But why does that happen? In today's video, we'll dive into 10 reasons why people fail their New Year's resolutions, and more importantly, how you can overcome them. Stick around because by the end of this video, you'll be armed with all the motivation and tips you need to crush your goals and actually live with your resolutions this year. Let's get started. Reason number 1, setting unrealistic goals. We've all done it, starting the year thinking, I'm going to lose 50 pounds in the next month, or I'll read 100 books by the end of the year. These big, ambitious goals sound inspiring at first, but they quickly become overwhelming, and you might give up as soon as you realize how far you still have to go. Here's how you can fix it. Start with goals that challenge you but are still realistic. Break those big goals down into smaller, manageable chunks. Think of it like climbing a mountain. You wouldn't try to leap to the top in one jump, right? You take it one step at a time. For example, instead of saying, I'll lose 50 pounds in 2 months, start with, I'll lose 5 pounds this month. Focus on the short term. Once you hit that, you'll feel encouraged to keep going. The key is to make these smaller goals specific, measurable, and time-bound. So instead of saying, get fit, say something like, I'm going to exercise for 30 minutes 3 times a week for the next month. By keeping it realistic and actionable, you're setting yourself up for success. Celebrate those small victories along the way, because they're what will keep you moving forward toward the bigger goal. Reason number 2, being too vague. If you say, I want to save more money this year, or I want to be healthier, it sounds good. But what does that actually mean? These goals are too broad, and without a clear target, it's hard to know what you're working toward. Here's the solution. To overcome this, you need to get super specific about your goals. Vague goals are hard to measure, and if you don't know when you've succeeded, it's easy to lose motivation. Let's say your goal is to save more money. Instead of that broad statement, try something more precise, like, I will save $100 every month by cutting back on unnecessary expenses, such as eating out. See how specific that is? You know exactly how much you're saving and where that money will come from. It's measurable and clear, and because of that, it's easier to stay on track. For fitness, instead of saying, I'll get healthier, try, I'll drink 8 glasses of water every day and cut out sugary drinks for 30 days. This way, you're giving yourself actionable steps to follow and a clear metric to measure success. Specific goals give you focus, and focus gives you results. Reason number 3, not having a plan. A goal without a plan is just a wish. You may want to get fit, save money, or start a new hobby, but without a concrete plan, how are you going to get there? How to turn it around? You need to create a step-by-step action plan. Think of this as your personal roadmap. When you set out on a road trip, you don't just get in the car and hope for the best. You map out your route. The same goes for your goals. For example, if your resolution is to start a new business, break it down into steps. 1. Research your target market. 2. Write a basic business plan. 3. Start saving money to fund your business. 4. Build a simple website. Each step should be small enough that it doesn't feel overwhelming, but meaningful enough that you're making progress. And don't forget to set deadlines for each step. This creates accountability and makes sure you're consistently moving forward. By breaking your goal into bite-sized steps, you'll feel more organized, less overwhelmed, and ready to take on each task, one at a time. Reason number 4, losing motivation over time. The excitement of a new resolution is strong at first, but after a few weeks or months, it fades, and suddenly, your resolution seems less important. Here's the fix. The key to staying motivated is reconnecting with your why. Why did you set this goal in the first place? What's driving you to make this change? Sometimes, we lose sight of our original reason and, with it, the energy to keep going. For example, if your goal is to lose weight, your why might be to feel healthier, more confident, or to have more energy to play with your kids. Keep reminding yourself of these deeper motivations, especially when you hit a slump. A great way to stay motivated is to visualize your success. Picture how amazing it will feel once you achieve your goal. Create a vision board, write a letter to your future self, or set regular reminders on your phone about why you started in the first place. Your why is what fuels your journey. When the road gets tough, keep your reason front and center to reignite that spark. Reason number 5, procrastination. We all do it, putting things off thinking, I'll start tomorrow or next week. But what happens? Tomorrow turns into next week, and next week turns into never. Here's what will help you succeed. To fight procrastination, start by taking small, immediate action. Don't wait for the perfect moment because guess what? It'll never come. You don't need to have everything perfectly aligned to start. The key is just to get moving. For example, if your resolution is to start running, don't wait until you have the perfect shoes or the weather's just right. Just start with a 10-minute walk today. Once you get moving, it becomes easier to build on that momentum. Here's another strategy. Use the 2-minute rule. If something takes less than 2 minutes to do it immediately. It's amazing how this small action can snowball into larger habits. Once you've done something small, it's easier to keep going. The best way to overcome procrastination is simple. Just start. Any action, no matter how small, beats waiting for the right time. Reason number 6, inconsistent effort. You start strong, hitting the gym every day, or sticking to your budget for the first few weeks. But then life happens. You miss a few days or something comes up, and before you know it, you've fallen off track. How to overcome this? The solution here is to remember that consistency beats intensity. It's better to be consistent with small efforts over a long period than to go all in for a short time and burn out. For example, if your goal is to work out, don't set an unrealistic expectation of working out for 2 hours a day if you're new to it. Instead, aim for shorter, more manageable sessions, like 30 minutes 3 times a week. What matters is that you keep showing up, even when you're not feeling 100%. And don't be too hard on yourself if you miss a day. Instead of thinking, well, I messed up, I'll just quit. Say, I had an off day, but I'm back at it tomorrow. Success isn't about perfection. It's about showing up consistently, even when things don't go perfectly. Remember, it's the small, steady actions that lead to lasting change. Consistency over intensity. Every time. Reason number 7. Being too focused on the end result. It's easy to get fixated on the big final outcome and forget about the journey along the way. When you only focus on the end goal, it can feel like you're never making progress, which can be discouraging. Okay, now let's solve this. Instead of only thinking about the final result, shift your focus to the process. Fall in love with the daily actions that will get you there. If you're training for a marathon, don't just think about crossing the finish line. Celebrate each day you get out and run. When you enjoy the process, the results will naturally follow. For example, if your goal is to get fit, focus on how good you feel after each workout, or the fact that you're getting stronger, even if you don't see major changes right away. Find joy in the journey itself. When you focus on the process, you start to appreciate each step forward. And before you know it, you'll find yourself much closer to the finish line than you ever imagined. Reason number 8, no accountability. When no one's checking in on you, it's easier to let things slide. You skip a workout or break your diet, and there's no one to hold you accountable, so it doesn't feel like a big deal, until you fall off track completely. Here's the game plan. Accountability is powerful. Find someone to keep you on track. This could be a friend, a family member, or even an online group. Sharing your goals with someone else creates a level of responsibility that can make all the difference. For example, if your goal is to work out more, find a workout buddy. Even if you can't meet in person, texting each other to check in or doing virtual workouts can help keep both of you on track. You can also join online communities where people share their progress, challenges, and successes. It's a great way to stay connected and motivated. When you have someone to check in with, it adds that extra layer of accountability that can keep you going, even when you feel like giving up. Reason number 9, negative self-talk. Sometimes we're our own worst enemies. Thoughts like, I'm not good enough, I always fail at this, or I'll never achieve this, can creep in and sabotage our progress before we even get started. Here's how to turn it around. Challenge your negative thoughts and replace them with empowering ones. It's time to reframe the way you talk to yourself. Instead of saying, I'll never be able to do this, try saying, this is tough, but I can figure it out. Positive self-talk isn't about ignoring challenges. It's about believing in your ability to overcome them. Create a mantra that you repeat to yourself every day, especially when you're feeling down. For example, I'm capable, I'm strong, and I'm making progress every day. Write it down where you can see it, on your bathroom mirror, in your journal, or even as a reminder on your phone. Your mindset is everything. Believe in yourself, and you'll be amazed at what you can accomplish. Reason number 10, trying to change everything at once. We get so excited at the beginning of the year that we pile on too many resolutions at once. Lose weight, get a new job, start a hobby, save money, all in the same breath. This overload leads to burnout fast. Here is how to tackle this. Focus on 1 or 2 major goals at a time. You don't have to do everything all at once. Mastering one area of your life will give you the confidence and energy to tackle others later. Prioritize what's most important to you right now. Ask yourself, which goal will make the biggest positive impact on my life this year? Once you've made significant progress in that area, you can move on to the next. You'll see better results by focusing your efforts rather than spreading yourself too thin. Remember, it's better to go all in on 1 or 2 goals than to spread yourself too thin across many. Focus leads to real change. And there you have it. 10 common reasons why people fail their New Year's resolutions, and more importantly, how you can avoid falling into those same traps. This year, make it different. Focus on realistic goals, create a clear plan, stay consistent, and remember to be kind to yourself along the way. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on future motivational content. And let me know in the comments, what's your top resolution for this year? Let's crush these goals together in 2025. You've got this.